Good morning everybody, I'm Roberto Bruni and I present a work that I'm developing with Professor Sansone Marcello in University of Cassino and Southern Lazio, Italy, on the role of social network sites in marketing of firms that have youngers as target. Excuse me if I'm not in live at the conference, but from testing I have found many problems with connection. My work starts with the study of the origins of studies of social marketing, and the work followed with the social network sites marketing. In fact, social marketing finds its origins on the 70s, also with awareness campaigns on social advertising. Between 90s and early 2000s, social marketing campaigns became wide. For example, there was campaign against the smoke, against diseases. Between the 205 and the 210, the internet used to promote these campaigns become important to optimize the relation segmentation to our different customers. Some studies demonstrate that high level of involvement and interactive can give a better participation and a positive approach to websites. Customer feels a particular relevance and influence by firms. In fact, this work focuses on the customer feeling with the firm and the contact between firms and customers. In fact, new media technologies allow constant communication with customers and provide them opportunities to give and receive feedback. In particular, we can talk about the correct activity of social media marketing that creates social profile. Facebook, Twitter, Google, LinkedIn are different softwares that helps the customers to do their intention, their feeling with the firms, and manages the profiles of a customer with coherence and sincerity. He answered this value between firms, products and customers. Only few entrepreneurs have knowledge about interaction with customers to increase sales, your loyalty and brand value. Especially in Italy, in which we found 90% of SMEs, small and medium enterprises, we find entrepreneurs that are very good social network managers. In fact, in Italy, entrepreneurs don't have knowledge about interaction with customers to increase sales, loyalty and brand value. As after we can see, the real aim of social network sites are to enhance the brand value, acquire information and develop the relationship with customers. Particular focus is on the youngers. This cluster is a first supporter of social network sites. In fact, we can analyze this cluster made by youngs from 13 to 30 years old, and this is a range decided by European Commission on the basis of the people that can participate on their programs. With this cluster, this work analyzes the role of social network sites on marketing and helps to enhance the perception of a brand value, increase the relationship between companies and customers. Social network sites are used as tools in monitoring, reporting, direct contact with customer, and amplification of business communication. The firms can develop a good word of mouth and to have an enhance of brand value and relationship. But what is the rapport between marketing and social network sites? Between 80s and the 90s, the scheme of relational marketing analyzed different tools to improve customer relation with firms. The focus is on relational network. Considering a brand as a relational network, there are possibilities to consider the brand as a synthesis of a marketing strategy. This concept underlines the strong role of social network sites in operative marketing. The firms can use some tools to obtain information and monitoring information and the relation through social media monitoring. Social media monitoring is an instrument that the firms can use with other softwares that help to monitor activities. To manage these new tools, grow up and become relevant new managerial figures. For example, social media manager, community manager, social media analyst. These managerial figures can interface itself with advertising that represent an important instrument to develop brand and the product of the firm. In fact, in this work, the advertising is another argument in which the research is focused. Between strengths and weaknesses of social network sites, we talk about advertising and its value that become from the capacity to satisfy the needs of entertainment, fun, emotional release of customers. Some scholars say that the informative content of the advertising is perceived differently by men and women. There are differences between men and women in the perception of social advertising. And for this reason, grow up different weaknesses in social network sites. Different weaknesses that come from advertising and then come from the relation between firms and customers. Only 22% of customers have a positive attitude towards the viral advertising, for example, and the 80% of customers left a social network site because they perceived an excess of advertising. If this is a study of AD reaction of 212. There are some reasons against social network sites. The growing number of platforms give problems to know where conversation takes place between users. There is a confusion that involves different customers of the same firm. The difficulty to measuring the return on investment, and this is a weakness that we find in firm, in the analysis of a firm. The difficulty of social media monitoring, and this type of difficult is a weaknesses that the firms can find when they use softwares that give a system to monitoring the performance of social network sites. Today, some studies suggest that most loyal users of internet perceive online advertising as a negative, and these considerations are accentuated by need to protect their privacy. At the end of this research and of this presentation, we find some managerial implications and practices. First of all, social networks have not the same conformation all over the world. In fact, in most popular social network sites cannot enter in China. The success of this social network represents an opportunity for firms that needed advertising in Chinese marketing and Chinese market. In fact, we can analyze some data that give to firms present in China most popular results. Two international firms that are present in social network sites in China are Lancôme and Louis Vuitton. But also in Italy there is a good presence of firms in social network sites. An example are IKEA, MediaWorld, Euronics and La Feltrinelli. From the results of an Italian research, between chain retail store Step on the podium up to IKEA that implements communication strategies multi-platform intensive that involve Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. IKEA in fact gains success with its customers through comment project and suggestions on products and combinations for their products. Who uses the social media for business must be able to shift the focus on the customer relation and brand reputation, and not, as in the past, only on advertising and on product to be sponsored. This is the end of my little presentation of the work in progress in the analysis of social network sites and the role of marketing in social network sites. My heartfelt thanks to Irina Sagan, professor, the Department of Social Communication of the Faculty of Psychology of Tomsk State University, and last but not least, thanks to Christo Kaftandiev, professor of Sofia University in Bulgaria. Thanks to all. Bye, Roberto.